Well, I haven't fully set up camp yet, but I thought some people might be interested in how I have my 4Runner packed. Obviously, I already have my chair and table out, but I'll show you how I have everything else. It's kind of a mess, but here you go. I have my stove. This is my dual burner stove. This is a new pot set that you'll be seeing later in the video. My water. Jackets, I bring several jackets just in case. A lighter one, a heavier one, and then my rain jacket. That's my clothes bag, and that normally goes back there on top of my chair and my table. Remove the jackets. My sleeping bag is right there. Pillow right there behind the driver's seat. Got my jackery, which is actually attached to the slide out that slides out to the back of the vehicle. It's just strapped down. There's my toilet. I just thought somebody might be interested in how I have this packed. If you're new here, this is all on my sleeping platform that I built, and this side of it is recessed down. I think it's 4 or 5 inches down from the main sleeping compartment and where the refrigerator is. I'm sure you can't tell, but this part is lower, so it's kind of a nice spot to pack everything because it doesn't move around. If I pack it neatly, it doesn't move around too much as I drive over bumpy trails. So that's kind of the back. If you're wondering what this thing is, this is my iPad mount so I can watch movies. So I'll watch movies later as I mess that up. And I mount, that's clamped onto my jackery. My front seat, I have, this kind of ends up as kind of my junk drawer. I have miscellaneous things that I always keep in here. My little lantern and Bluetooth radio. Towels, rags, my bags for trash. I usually keep snacks in here, dry goods in here, and Jameson's orange. Can't forget that. Sometimes I bring my laptop, sometimes I don't. This time I brought it. My camera bag. In case you're wondering, this is all the stuff I bring to shoot videos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lenses and Sony A7 IV. That sits on top of my drone case. So right down there is my drone case. I have another Bluetooth speaker right there. And that's where I keep my tripod, is right down in the floorboard there. Right now my drone is sitting on top of my dashboard, and you might be able to hear, I kind of set up my awning quickly because it looked like it was starting to rain, and I can hear some drops hitting the awning right now, and I wanted my awning up so I could relax underneath it. So that's it. I'll take you a walk around camp in a little while. Well, camp is all set up. I've been just chilling and having a beer, enjoying the pretty view, which you'll see in a moment. But I wanted to give you a quick little walk around camp. This is where I'll be spending the evening, of course. Those longtime viewers or viewers even seen a couple of my videos are familiar with this setup. Today I brought the Camp Chef stove because I need 2 burners because I'm going to have some tortellini and some sausage for dinner. So that's why I need 2 burners. I'm going to have to cook 2 separate things. That is unusual for me, but I'm going to do it. And one of the reasons I'm going to do it is because I have a new cook set. This is the Stanley Even Heat Camp Pro cook set. So I'm going to test that out. I just got this Thursday or Wednesday, something like that. I don't know. So I'm going to test that out, see how that works. I needed another cook set for when June and I go camping together. So I decided to try that because the one we have is just a piece of junk. This is all stainless steel. I've never cooked with stainless steel, so we'll see how that goes. I got my Dometic water container with the faucet. I really like this thing. It's really cool. It's very convenient, and I love how it packs. I like that it's taller and not wider. So, anyhow, let me continue with the walk around camp. One note is I am faced in this direction because the wind is coming onto the driver's side. So I needed to block the wind. Previously, when I've camped here, I've been in the opposite direction because looking out this way is the pretty view. I'll zoom in here, although I know the resolution kind of goes downhill when I do that, but the view is nicer going this way, but it was more important for me to block the wind. Let me take a walk over here. So just a short walk away from where I have camp set up is this view, which does not suck. This is where I've been kind of chilling. You may have already seen clips of me sitting in my chair enjoying this view. And you may have already seen clips of this view from my good camera. It might be a little bit noisy because it's quite breezy. Thus why I had to point the 4Runner in the direction I pointed it. This is one of my favorite campsites, and you can probably see why. I've camped up here many times before. I had attempted 3 weeks ago to camp, I think it was 3 weeks ago, to camp up here, but this was all covered in snow just 3 weeks ago, or a lot of it was, and I couldn't get here. I was blocked by snow. But tried it again, and easy peasy. It's amazing what 3 weeks can do. Still a lot of snow, or not a lot, but there's a decent amount of snow up at the very top. The pass is open. I don't know what it looks like up there because I didn't go up there, but you can see there's a fair amount of snow. They'll probably stay there year round. I don't think that ever melts, the cornice up there. There's just views all around. It's pretty over there. I'll show you what it looks like in the other direction. I'd like to throw the drone up to give better views of this, but it's just too windy. And some of the gusts are quite nasty. This is the view going off this direction. Again, another nice view. And you may not be able to see it. In fact, I'm struggling to see it right now. Okay, I see it. You won't be able to see it, but right out there, there's a waterfall. And I can hear it, but just hard to see. And that's a pretty view up there. I've camped here in the past and watched elk wander around up there. It's always nice to see wild animals and watch them. All right, let me go off to the other side. So this is the view this way. As you see, it's just mostly trees. I mean, I can kind of see that over there, but not quite as nice a view, but much preferable getting out of the wind. Especially when I'm cooking tonight, I need to be out of the wind. I do have a view over this way. And I know it's not going to look very good to you with this camera, but it looks good to me. Longtime viewers may know that I've been up here quite a few times. There's also another spot over here that I've camped at before. The view is just going down the valley. You can look down onto the road and see the road I came in on. And that's a nice view. It's just not of the pass. So I'm sure I'll camp up there at some point later this year. Can't camp in the same spot every single time. Well, I could, but that would be boring. Just spectacular. I just love this spot. And that's why I keep on coming back here. Stellar. And I have seen only, I think, 2 other people camping up in this area. So I expect not to see another soul camping. And after last week's camp, where I had people actually in my spot, they asked, so I let them. I don't expect to have anybody near me tonight, so I can play my music as loud as I want, do whatever I want, sing along to my music, and have a grand old time. I just love this setup. It's awesome. Well, I guess that's it for now. Next clips you'll see will probably be me cooking dinner, which won't be for a little bit here. And thanks for coming along. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And give this video a like. And if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them down below. Very good.